मित्रों, इस वक्त की बड़ी खबर ये आ रही है कि इंडिया के सिलेक्टर्स ने आने वाले वर्ल्ड कप का सिलेक्शन खत्म कर दिया है और एक नया ही चेहरा हमारे सामने आ रहा है कप्तान के लिए। तस्वीर में देखने वाले ये प्लेयर अच्छा सा बैट्समैन होने के साथ अच्छा विकेट कीपर भी है और धोनी के बाद अगर किसी का जिक्र किया जाए तो ये यही प्लेयर होगा। अब वर्ल्ड कप हमसे दूर नहीं।
The captain rarely escapes his office with these seeing amounts of paperwork every day, so we knew seeing him here meant business. My business. This was the case that would change my life for multiple reasons. And some of my other colleagues found it best to just annoy the captain with the whole ass-kissing routine, but it's not my style. This wasn't to be publicized, but it happened. It made the local news as well. Then, well, there went the media, eating it up like a fat kid at his 10th birthday party celebrating an all-you-can-eat buffet. It was an adrenaline rush for sure. Let's hold tight to that thought for a moment as I received a few prank calls on my personal number. Don't ask me how. Your guess is as good as mine. Let's make one thing clear. This was my case, and I'd be damned if I let anyone lead it for me. I spent years of my life on these types of cases, and this one was no exception. I knew what I had to do. It was up to me to bring justice back to this city. Well, I might have had a little help along the way this time as well. There she stood, the beauty of youth, and beast of man as I gazed back at her. Her innocence glowed like the stars in the night sky. I knew this case would eat her alive. There were press reporters everywhere. It would be a shame to catch something unsatisfactory on the live news feed. Well, not everything was picked up like my ex-piece of shit work partner, Detective Wild, having a powwow near the entrance of the grounds of the crime scene. Hey, I guess when they said sexual harassment was a crime in the office, well, this isn't exactly considered the office. However, it's more of one to me. I spent most of my years outdoors handling investigations. This place was home. Wild knew how to treat these sorts of investigations. But you see, I mentioned him as my ex-partners because we had a few fallout of events on how we see leading investigations which ultimately drew us apart. Gave us both a separation and to our own. Wild is a bit of a wild card, no pun intended, a crooked nail in the coffin. His sights were always set on something more than the investigation, if you know what I mean. Meanwhile, the captain tries his best to keep certain things under wraps. He wanted the press escorted off the premises, with some good that would do being that they know everything that they came prepared for, so they're ready for a scoop. Once forensics called the captain to confirm that they were finished, it was my time to make my way in to check things out. You know, do a little scrutinizing. However, the two askers just figured they'd have a better shot at playing detective if they stayed on the captain's nuts all night long. The two were a pair of absolute dog shit droppings from a rabid dog.
Have a call back for 86 Central. Negative K, nothing further, just see a cabbie on the corner.
You go with that 43 you had, I didn't hear any, but it just looks like we do.
Yes, the Jones officer, get in there.
You go with that 43 you had, I didn't hear any, but
449, 1120. 449, 1121, thank you.
19,000 Central.
21.
19 Sergeant, check.
449.
C 1721, case 015.
21, thank you.
19 Sergeant Central.
21. 143.
Sergeant K.
You return to sir,
449, 1120. And 449, 1121, thank you. 10-4. 449.
Card for a parking crossing.
Anlaşıldı, olay takibinde ne kadar sürece olmuş?
Line truck, white Lincoln X-ray 985, to come back up that
Anlaşıldı, olay takibinde ne kadar sürece olmuş?
Anlaşılmadı, tamam. Fine vehicle driving in Durham.
10-4, I just wanted to know if you should be put back 76 to Cabana Circle or to the
Anlaşılmadı, tamam.
subject address. 10-4, I just
Yeah, I'll be
wanted to know
23 back on that town property case, and I'll be 76 to the Williams Road address to see if I can find the inverse.
address.
Yeah, I'll be 23 back on that town property case, and I'll be 76 to the Williams Road address to see if I can find the inverse. 10-4, the unit's from out in the...
Rocky 505, 2000. Traffic Spalding.
10-4, the unit's from out in the...
It was time for me to show the kid the ropes. You know, get rid of the old dog routine with new tricks. So we made our way into the woods. It was dark, eerie, warm, a bit uneasy. But to me, these were the things that kept me feeling so alive. The deeper we went, the more intensifying the aura had begun to feel. It was almost like a teenage hitting puberty. I don't know what it was about tonight, this night in particular, not sure, but you could probably say it was invigorating. I had to figure out my game plan once more as well. We took a moment to catch our bearings before heading in any deeper. This was where I had to lay it on her, you know, put some things into order and remind her who's really running this dog and pony show. She tells me that she's fresh out of the academy and did some training for detective work for months. Night school was what kept her thriving and making it thus far. She was young, I knew it, and she didn't know shit, and she thought she knew. I told her this isn't an elementary school playground, this is a jungle, and in these cases they will destroy you if you let it. She fires back that this isn't her first rodeo and she'd like it if I gave her a little bit more respect and credit to her degree. She was a rookie. One thing I can't allow to break my exterior to show signs of weakness. She'll appreciate this more of me someday. She tells me that she has some expertise in the training field of FBI investigations in naturistic settings, and that she's pretty good at ideas and where things might go from there. I said, alright, we'll see how things go if you go and give a lead start. I could see the glimmering in her eyes. I told her to hold back on that excitement. This is a real situation here and it shouldn't be taken with a grain of salt, of pleasure or pride, but something that you put between your legs. This case is a delicate one and it should be handled as such, as I spent most of my life and too many years on this to build up to this moment. She had questions, of course she does. I tell her when there is no verbal answers, the obvious answers will come forth and the time is need be. Like a horny dog. I felt that by now we were at a mutual understanding, so I pulled back the harness and released her from her leash. I gave her some space, gave her some efforts in the case, you know. It was hard to see. Once I felt the two of us were on the same page, I told her we should pay close attention to detail, keep our eyes peeled for anything and everything suspicious. I would later regret these words. It was a hard scene to reimagine, as I can't imagine how the family of this young girl must feel. We spent hours out here, combing through every inch of the crime scene. It was a tragedy to see, but we had no ideas and no time for emotions. It was our job to find out what the hell really happened here. I apologize. I'm probably just a sensitive old man, and the scene has gotten the better of me. Anyhow, after I pulled myself together, I began to fall back and let her try to figure things out. See if she can figure out what probably happened here. She came up with a few good points, but nothing conclusive. If we knew one thing for sure, it was definitely that it was a serious and brutal crime. In most cases like these, you find a body, or at least signs of one. But here, there was no body, nothing to be discovered. She figures that it was a crime of passion, perhaps a rape victim who was also held at knife point, but fought her way out to her freedom. Maybe got herself recaptured sometime afterwards. We both were at a loss and unagreeable decisions of what to make of things. I'll be honest, that kind of pisses me off, because now that adds to the investigation, but particular sets and twists and turns that no one necessarily wants to look for to begin with. For hours, so the captain called me to make sure everything was alright. But we all knew why he really called. It was because he wanted results. I blame my lack of findings due to his pairing me with this new and much younger partner, which everyone knows already. I work best alone. I admit, she was a clever little dame, maybe a little too smart for her own good. Tried to narrow down the possibilities. I fucked up. When I began talking to myself aloud, I slipped up and mentioned something that had sparked her attention with ease. I had to think fast, but what would be the point if she reacted too quickly and knew that I knew something more than I was letting on? And so I did the only thing I could think to do fast enough. I had to threaten her a little, shake her up a bit to make her forget what she thinks she knows about everything involving me in this case. so I'm not shy of getting my hands dirty, or getting rid of a potential witness, or tampering with little evidence, or do what I had to do, you know. Okay. So I decided to work things out with her peacefully, you know, hear me out a little, let me explain. Maybe this was different her views of me, protect my case. But of course she remained uneasy. I guess it was the first time anyone's ever pulled a gun on her, or at least where her life mattered in the case of it. All she had to do was listen to my cover story and go with it. Protect me and she'll be perfectly unharmed. I'm a decorated officer of the law who's played good guy for way too long. I have a purple heart from the military, and yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I know it's an uneasy decision, but I can't afford for her to fuck this up for me or against me. She just stood there gazing at me in disgust. I couldn't blame her. She didn't want to listen to reason and pushed me away like an unwanted child. And so, I had enough of trying to be nice about this shit. So I thought on a bit more and threatened her daughter's life, her residential address, and her career being put on the line as she crosses me. So she eventually had to give in and play ball with me.